Banned mind control techniques unleashed. Learn the dark secrets of hypnosis, manipulation, deception, persuasion, brainwashing and human psychology by Daniel Smith. Copyright 2014 by Make Profits Easy LLC. Profits Daily 123 at AOL.com. Table of Contents. Introduction. Chapter 1. Types of Mind Control. Brainwashing, Hypnosis, Manipulation, Persuasion, Deception. Chapter 2. Brainwashing. What is brainwashing? Steps used. Breaking down of self-assault on identity. Guilt, self-betrayal. Breaking point. Possibility of salvation. Leniency. Compulsion to confession. Channeling of guilt. Releasing of guilt. Rebuilding of self-harmony. Final confession and starting over. Brainwashing as court defense. Lee Boyd Malvo case. Common tactics used in brainwashing. Chapter 3. Hypnosis. What is hypnosis? Induction, suggestion, susceptibility, applications, hypnotherapy, military applications, self-hypnosis, stage hypnosis, types of hypnosis, traditional hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis, embedded technique, programming, NLP, anchoring, NLP flash, NLP reframe, video hypnosis, subliminal hypnosis. Chapter 4. Manipulation. What is manipulation? Requirements to successfully manipulate. How to control victims. Harriet Breaker Simon. Techniques of manipulation. Blackmail, emotional blackmail, putting down the other person, lying, creating an illusion. Chapter 5. Persuasion. What is persuasion? Elements of persuasion. Modern persuasion. Methods of persuasion. Usage of force. Weapons of influence. Reciprocity, commitment and consistency. Social proof. Liking, authority. Scarcity. Persuasion. Techniques. Create a need, appealing to social needs using loaded images and words. Chapter 6. Deception. What is deception? Types of deception. Motives for deception. Detecting deception. Main components of deception. Camouflage, disguise, simulation. Research on deception. Social research, psychological research, philosophy. Conclusion. Introduction. Mind control is an idea that has fascinated people for many years. Stories have been told by the media and in movies about groups of people who have been brainwashed or hypnotized into doing things that they would have never done otherwise. There are people on both sides of the issue. Some believe that there is no such thing as mind control and that it is all just made up, while others believe that they could be manipulated by mind control at any moment. This guidebook is meant to explain some of the different types of mind control, how they work, and whether or not they can have a daily life application. Chapter 1 starts out talking about the different types of mind control that are available and which will be discussed in more detail throughout the book. These mind control techniques involve brainwashing, hypnosis, manipulation, persuasion, and deception. This chapter is meant to give a nice introduction to each of these types of mind control in order to set the stage for the later chapters. Chapter 2 continues on with talking about brainwashing. Topics such as what brainwashing is, the steps that are used during brainwashing, how brainwashing has been used as a court defense throughout history, and some of the common tactics that can be used during the brainwashing process. Much of this chapter is devoted to discussing the different steps that are used during the brainwashing processes, such as the 3 stages, the breaking down of the self, the possibility of salvation, and the rebuilding of the new self. Next, Chapter 3 discusses the mind control technique of hypnosis. The first section spends some time talking about what hypnosis is and includes information on the induction, suggestion, and susceptibility stages. Other topics that are discussed in this chapter include the applications of hypnosis, such as hypnotherapy, and the different types of hypnosis ranging from traditional hypnosis to video hypnosis and even subliminal hypnosis. Chapter 4 changes course a little to describe some of the mind control techniques that might be occurring in daily life. While the first 2 techniques would require isolation of the subject and the subject to be willing, these other forms can sometimes occur without the subject's consent or even knowledge. Chapter 4 talks about the first of these, which is manipulation. This chapter will spend some time discussing what manipulation is and some of the techniques that will be used in manipulation. Chapter 5 spends some time discussing the mind control technique of persuasion. It will delve into what persuasion is, including the different elements of persuasion along with the methods used to persuade the subject and different persuasion techniques. Chapter 6 is the final chapter of this guidebook and will take a look at the mind control technique of deception. Deception is something that many people are familiar with, although many might not recognize it as a form of mind control. In this chapter, topics about deception including what is deception, The main components of deception and the uses of deception will be discussed. There is a lot of information provided in the world about the various forms of mind control. While some of them will require a lot of time and effort to change the mind of the subject, such as in the case of brainwashing, others will occur throughout daily life, such as with deception, manipulation or persuasion. Understanding these different forms of mind control can help to make it easier to be in control of your own mind and limit the influence that others have on your own belief systems and identity. Also, by understanding these various mind control techniques, you will be able to apply some of the methods. However, if you decide to take this path, make sure you do so with extreme caution, because mind control, if applied maliciously, can be a dangerous thing and get you into serious trouble. So without further ado, let's begin and explore the fascinating topic of mind control. Chapter 1. Types of mind control. The idea of mind control has been around for many years now. People have had both fascination and fear of what would happen if someone were able to control their minds and make them do things against their will. Conspiracy theories run abound about government officials and other people of power using their talents to control what small groups of people are doing. Even some court cases have been brought up using the excuse of brainwashing as an explanation for why they committed the crime they are accused of. Despite the dramatization of mind control that has been portrayed in the